Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. This is absolutely one of my favorite days of the year. Obviously, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. If you've been following this channel any certain time, I named my kid after a Star Wars character. It's actually his birthday, so there's a lot of reasons I love May the 4th. Today, though, we got something special to talk about because we're going to be checking out a new lightsaber from the fine folks over at NSabers. They were kind enough to send me over this Yoda Neopixel Lightsaber that I'm anxious to check out. If you haven't already, definitely go to the website on NSabers and check out the deals they got going in honor of May 4th. If you use the code May4th, you get 15% off your order, and they also got a couple other custom special deals going on for the holiday. But back to the lightsaber. Comes in the standard NSabers packaging, just has the logo on the front, a lightsaber on the back, nice sturdy cardboard foam inside, extra well protected. Inside the box, you will get your acrylic display stand. This is very easy to get put together. Just snaps in. Get a nice little NSabers logo plaque that goes in the center of your acrylic display stand. When you get it all put together, looks like this. Nice, shiny, clear acrylic. Nothing fancy, but you know, it gets the job done. You also have a little blade insert emitter. So if you want to display your lightsaber without the blade installed, put this in there. Protects the emitter and the lights and everything. I never use these, so these just get thrown by the wayside. Another cool thing that we get here is this added pommel here. This is, you know, screen accurate for Yoda. The one that comes standard on there has, you know, perforations and holes, so it lets the sound of the speaker come out and it's not muffled. But if you're going for 100% screen authenticity, you know, you can screw that on there for the bottom of the hilt. We also have our little hardware toolkit. Basically comes with an Allen wrench, several tiny thumb screws, and a USB-C charging kit, or charging cable, excuse me, for the hilt itself. And of course, wouldn't be the NSaber experience without the white glove unboxing. You know, you can throw these on. This is for technically handling the blade, so the chemicals in your fingers don't damage it. But I've been, you know, reviewing and playing with these things for years and never had an issue bare-handing the blades. But keep that in mind. But look at this little tiny demon of a lightsaber. This is Yoda's lightsaber. Screen accurate to a T. They did a great job. We got two illuminated LEDs there, one on each side. This is a 2-button lightsaber, so a lot of times most lightsabers will only have one button. It's kind of hard to utilize some of the functionalities because you got to hold it for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds to activate different modes, and it's hard to memorize them, and everyone's a little bit different. This one has 2 buttons, and I gotta say the audio they use for the, you know, the internal programming is very easy to understand.
Hunter ignition. Cross ignition. Phaser ignition.
Again, check this little guy out. He is smaller in stature compared to other lightsabers, as he should be. You know, it's Yoda's lightsaber. He doesn't need to have some massive one. It's about 6 inches tall. We got, you know, the black accents here on the bottom, nice grip. We got the activation button here in the middle, and then another side button here. Neck protecting over here around the hilt. And that's it. No blade clip or anything on the bottom. You're just basically gonna have to bare hand this. Let's go ahead and activate this bad boy. Push the button. Turns it on and off. It's also, you know, motion activated, so I do a flick of the wrist. Lights up real quick. Hit the button on the side. Get those blade blaster deflections. If I hold it, 1,000, 2,000. Does the blade lock up? So if we were battling, had 2 blades locked up, we'll get the nice burn in there. Press it again, it releases it. And again, we can push the button or flick the wrist to turn it off. One thing I want to talk about specifically though is the app, because I find this so much more intuitive than having to memorize button depresses and like how long you have to hold them, because like I said, to change different blade styles, ignition styles, it's like you hold the button for a couple seconds.
Hunter ignition. Cross ignition.
So see, you can actually hear this one, which is great. You can understand it much easier than all the other lightsabers I've reviewed on the channel. But
Phaser ignition.
Me trying to memorize
unstable blade,
how long I have to hold a button, which button I have to hold, that gets a little time consuming. So instead, we're going to utilize the app. All right, so we have the application pulled up. I'm going to go over to Saber Control, show you that you can power it on by the push of a button. Ignites it. turn it off. Again, you can also do it in hand. Let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to switch sound fonts, blade color, ignition, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and ignite it. We got green, push the button, switches over, blue, red. Very easy to cycle through the colors. Lots of different options. Since we have this Neopixel lightsaber, we can actually have true white, which is nice. Back to green, change the sound fonts.
Rey Skywalker.
So the sound font not only changes the color of the lightsaber, but it also changes the blade ignition style and other sound effects that are going on in the background. So this is Rey Skywalker. Got a different hum. And all these are going to have the same kind of motion effects. So anytime I swing the lightsaber, move it around.
I am the Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Tell me, is this training?
My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
So each sound font will have a different audio cue, kind of letting you know who the character is. Now we can also do the blade effects.
Unstable blade.
So this changes how it ignites up the shaft of the blade. This one's unstable, so you see that strobing flickering effect.
Pulse blade.
Pulse.
Rainbow blade.
Rainbow. I don't think anybody's ever going to use that one, but it's available should you wish it.
Unstable blade. Pulse blade. Rainbow blade. Infinite blade. Wave blade. Fire blade. Flash blade. Crack blade. Custom blade. Custom blade. 2 custom blade. 3.
I'm not going to waste your time going through all of them. There's loads to choose from. Basically anything your heart's desire. You also have quick accessible blaster effects. So you can have that blaster. Do that blade lockup. Clash.
The Force, guide your weapon.
I'm trying, Master Yoda.
Background music playing. Melting effects. Stabbing effects. Drag. Of course, we can turn it off. Background music still playing, so we can X that. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, seriously. It's a little tiny lightsaber, I mean, comparatively speaking, but man, it's so awesome just to have, you know, Master Yoda represented in my lightsaber collection. Like I said, I love that we got the light emitting diodes there coming through on our buttons. Just nice accent pieces. A little harder to hold in the hand just because of its, you know, smaller stature. Naturally you want to kind of grab it around the middle, but your hand's gonna, you know, hit both of those buttons and you're gonna have all sorts of issues with activation and everything. But as far as, you know, actual look, presentation, it being screen accurate and everything, the fact that you can change out the pommel and put that solid one there on the base is really nice. That nice little cap piece. I think NSabers did a great job with this. Obviously, with everything being on sale for May the 4th, the time is now to get yourself a lightsaber if you're in the market for one. So definitely check it out. If you're not interested in Yoda, they got every other Jedi and or Sith you could be, you know, interested in. Definitely worth checking out. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button. Share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, may the Force be with you guys.